What's up everyone, it's Mark aka Dagoody. And so on. Welcome to the channel, my friends. I bet you already guessed which is the next card illustration I'm gonna show you today. I'm talking about the High Priestess. Okay, that's enough. This video will show you the speed drawing of the whole illustration like always, but this time I will focus on explaining to you much more in detail the process through which I create lights and shades using Clip Studio Paint, but you can use any other similar software of your choice, of course. I also wanted to share an incredible discovery I made recently. If you click that button down here called subscribe, and then you also click that fancy little tiny bell next to it, your life will be flooded with immense joy and good vibes. It's scientifically proved, promise. Plus, look how cute he is. I mean, come on, do it for him. Enough of me talking BS, enjoy the video folks, bye! I won't comment this part of the speed drawing, as you might have already watched my very first super long video where I explained my whole creative process. If you accidentally skipped it or this is the first video you watch from my channel, the link to it will appear right now in the upper right corner of the screen. If you want to go straight to the lights and shades section, you can skip to 3 minutes and 28 seconds of this video. Don't worry, I won't be offended. Here we are. I bet you skipped straight to this part, you freaking... At any rate, let's start. In this illustration, there are two pillars behind our priestess, which represent darkness and light, as she is patiently waiting in balance between them. This duality needs to be recreated within our layers as well, and I'll show you how in detail as soon as I'll start the white pillar, as the process is pretty much the same. First of all, I created a new layer on top of the one of the flat colors, and changed it from normal to multiply, which is great for shades. Then I selected the hard brush and colored the whole column surface, except for the external silhouette. Then I switched back to the soft brush, lowered the value to a darker one and traced a straight line right in the middle of the pillar, covering the majority of the surface. Same goes for the bottom and the top area. For this pillar, I thought it was cool to give some shiny glow effect around it, as it's a white surface which receives the bright light from the moon. So I created a new glow layer and pushed it under the flat color one and used the same soft brush along the asset. Time for a new layer. This needs to be as screen, which is normally used for lighting and reflections. I color picked the same value used for the central shadow and then traced the contour of the column. Then I decided to move back to the shades layer, readjust the brightness to a higher value and draw another straight line in the middle, a smaller one this time. Finally, to give a nice shiny effect, I added another glow layer, but I put this one on top of the screen one. Then I pump up the value to full white and guess what? I trace the contour of the pillar again. The final result is pretty cool, right? After this, I took care of the priestess shadow on the ground. So for that, I created a normal layer and switched back to the hard brush. Yes, trust me, you'll get a cooler effect in the end rather than the one you would get with a soft brush. Luckily, she had that trendy cape all over her, so it was pretty easy to create a believable shadow for that pose. And once adjusted a little bit, I only needed to use the filter menu, blur, Gaussian blur, pump the value up to 30 or whatever is your taste, and boom, done. Last but not least, ambient occlusion. It corresponds to the darkest areas of your drawings and gives even more realism to your shadows. So I placed it on top of the ground shadow layer, adjusted the opacity to my liking, and that's it. You can watch the rest of the video now and don't forget the incredible discovery I made if you aim for immense joy and good vibes. Thanks for watching from yours truly, the Druid. Whoops, forget about it. I almost missed the last bit, people. I'm talking about the correction layers. So keep watching till the end, or if you're a heartless person, skip the video up till 8 minutes and 9 seconds. Tone curve, which accentuates or reduces the shadows and lights within your illustration. So if you play a bit with the diagram's curve, you can get amazing results. Another awesome one is the color balance layer that can literally change the mood of your illustrations by simply playing with colors for halftones, highlights and shadows. Phew! Now it's really done. Thanks for watching from yours truly, the Druid.